Otaku back again. $94,000 Bitcoin on the open live for the... Oh my... What? I can't even compose myself, guys. It's happening. It's happening. I'll tell you what's not happening. The cameras tonight. The cameras. Boom. Always fighting with these damn cameras. All right. There we go. There we go. How's it going, guys? How you feeling? How you feeling? Your bags are starting to get up there, huh? we're starting to see a little bit of green. A little bit more green today. We've got a lot of stuff to cover. So many headlines, I couldn't even fit everything in the thumbnail. It's ridiculous. Of course, the big ones we're talking about today being Pokemon on blockchain. What is going on? We're going to get into that here in a minute. How's it going, Otaku CEO of Chaos? Yes, that is my title. That is freaking awesome. I love it, Matt Adam. I love it. What's up? $94,000 is close. Yeah, 94K. We actually hit it. I saw it right behind me at the very beginning of the live stream. And then I finished playing my guitar and it was gone. We're $50 away. $50 away. It's probably going to blow on through that here in the market open for Japan. What's up, Otaku? Bitcoin holding a steady. As steady is the way, man. That is how we make money. Just keep it holding on steady. Hold on steady. We're almost there, guys. All right, Milk Money, what's up, everyone? Checking in the Thursday evening Crypto Chaos updates. Oh, there's a lot. Oh my God, there's so much to unpack tonight. We're gonna have to do another speed round. It's been a while since we had one of those. Ton of new information coming out since the morning live stream. I could not believe how much happened today. My God, we got a lot to unpack. Love you, long time Chaos, says Strawberry Dragons. Yes, let's go. Of course, you gotta love Chaos, man. Why? Because Bitcoin's
powered by chaos.
Thank you, Sailor. Milk Money saying as well, feeling great, excited to see some action. Oh yeah, I can't wait for tomorrow morning. I was disappointed this morning. I wanted to see some chaos, especially since Trump and Xi Jinping, president of China, are not really on speaking terms. It still didn't really spur into chaos like I wanted to this morning. But you know what? So be it. So be it. All right, moving on. Moving on. We got a lot to get through today. Let's start, of course, with Bitcoin and clean up the instant mascots. Okay, so 93,961 Bitcoin. Where's my stuff? Where's my stuff? Oh, there they are. Okay. Got to go to the 15-minute to see all of our markings, all of our drawings from last night. Last night, we were predicting I was feeling more baseline bullish. Look at this. We actually played into bearish, but we actually played a little bit into this old narrative we had from 2 morning lives ago. So it's still following this curve I drew there on, was that Wednesday morning? No, Tuesday morning. Wednesday morning. Yeah, it was the night before, the morning before. So we're still following this trend line, which is good. It's very bullish. We actually followed our bearish trend. Again, guys, I'm so sick of it. So sick of winning.
So much, you may even get tired of winning.
I'm tired of winning.
Please,
Too much winning. So very much winning. Not really, but yeah, of course, following our bear line, of course, right on top of it, pretty much to a T from last night's prediction. Of course, the Crypto Chaos does not lie. The Crypto Chaos magic tells all truths, sees all things. I don't know, guys. I'm working on creating a freaking crystal ball, but you know what? It's not really going very well. I end up turning it into a science project. Making like a shrink ray or something. Anyway, so we're just going to shrink our bags for next cycle and then blow them up later. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. So Bitcoin trying to break out above 94K. This is where we got most of the resistance from a few days ago when Bitcoin broke up around this new higher level. So right now we're going to see if Japan has enough to break us through there. Of course, we can always double check on the liquidations heat map, live book map from Google, YouTube. Jesus, there we go. It's like coming through my speakers. There we go. That should be all set up now. There we go. Good. We are good. Of course, guys, don't pay for something you get for free.
You stupid.
Kim by the White Snowland is got your back on YouTube. I'm not even affiliated. I just like the anime reference on my show. All right. So, of course, there we go. We zoom on in there. You can see a little bit less blurry now. So right now, we actually got above this. Wow. we blew right ahead of it. Holy crap, guys! So 90K is still looking at the big buy zone for Bitcoin right now. Although they are still holding on to some hope that we're going to return to at least 80 to 85K, somewhere in that range there. So there is a lot of crazy bets happening right now. We're also getting less accumulation or less sell zone targets up around 120K. Right now, the main target for selling is going to be right around the 97K range. So pretty much the same area we were looking at last night. All right, of course, we're going to go back into our chart here. 95K would be the next psychological top, our level to break through. And then, of course, 97K is where everyone's got their sell zones or sell orders in right now. Everyone got liquidated to all hell when we just touched 94K. For a few minutes, some people got liquidated. It was a bad day for them. So as long as they can keep it, the bears can keep us underneath 94K. Options expire tomorrow? Is it tomorrow? I think it is. Yeah. Ooh. This is going to get really entertaining, guys. Yes, options expire for Bitcoin tomorrow. It's the last Friday of the month. Ooh, this is exciting. They got, and of course, they have like half a week next week just to mess around after they get liquidated. That's fun. I like this. This is going to be fun, guys. We're going to see steady Bitcoin action if we can get above that key level. But that might be enough to keep us down for at least another day or two. So keep that in mind as we get into the end of today. All right, and let's get into some of the news, catch up back up in the chat, and then we'll get through all of the stuff we have today. Oh my God, the metrics and everything else. Of course, the big stuff coming out in the news today. Daddy, you missed Otaku shredding on the axe again. Again, Danny. Jesus. I'm just messing with you, Danny. Yo, how's it going, Danny? What did I miss, Otaku? I can't rewind while you're live. Can you really not rewind when I'm live? I'm pretty sure you can. You just don't wanna. I gotcha. Danny, you missed Otaku shredding the axe? Yes, that's why you don't short Bitcoin. Heidegger, yes, 100% my guy. That's why I have never sold any. Dang, Danny. Dang. Come on, you gotta get 500 push-ups in the, your wife's gravity well thing. Capsule Corpse thing. It's probably nothing for you now. Going Super Saiyan, God Saiyan, or whatever. Yeah, you guys are on a whole different level now. Frickin' Saiyans. Alright, so Bitcoin having a little bit of a retracement right now in the beginning of our live. We'll see, of course, how that picks up right around 9 o'clock as Japan starts their day. Friday. All right, so let's get into it, guys. Crypto bubble's looking pretty good today. Everything's up pretty well. I still can't believe this. Trump fell a bit, though, although, again, we talked about that a little bit, why that coin's even moving at all yesterday. I've got a headline pulled up just to quickly go through, again, lightning round with crypto news today. All right, so we got Fetch up today. Sui's up today. We're going to get into why that's up 12% today. Polygon as well has been moving kind of out of nowhere the last few days as well. We mentioned that yesterday with it as well. We got some more stuff to cover on that too. We've got JASMY down 1%. Is it because it's getting delisted? No! So if you guys are here for that, I'm just going to flat out tell you right away, my favorite coin, the Bitcoin of Japan, outside of Bitcoin, is not getting delisted, right? It's not getting a delisting. It's actually off the list yet again. Binance is trolling the F out of us. There's nothing new. Nothing has changed with this project. It's still a solid project with tons of amazing partnerships. Of course, JASMY. All right. Where are we looking at? JASMY coin for the win, says Danny. Yeah, you know, man. You know it. It's my second largest holding, man. It's my second largest bag. All right, moving on. I don't know why everyone keeps fudding this thing, too. Like, it's ridiculous. It doesn't even faze me anymore. 36,767,000,000,000. That's where we currently are. The U.S. national debt about ready to print a F ton of money. The Fed is raring to ready to go, and cutting rates and all the fun stuff is coming very, very soon. All right. Again, I got to do the lightning round today, guys. It's going to be fast. It's going to be a lot of information really fast. The Fed decision in May, still sitting about 92%, no change for next month. Nothing new to see there as well. Recession in 2025, still looking at a coin flip away. A little more than a coin flip. 54%, from up for 2% from this morning, at 52% when we did the market live open this morning with Crypto Coffee Chaos. still getting that show to get together. Fear and Greed Index still sitting in fear for the stock market, although moving up away from the edge of extreme fear like we were this morning for the stocks. Crypto Fear and Greed, probably sitting in greed. Bam, right there it is, 63 right now. Loading it while I was setting up the live stream. It's got to come down a little bit to 60. Still in greed for crypto assets. 99.4. That's where the freaking Dixie is right now. Still climbing up from today's open on pretty much no news. No positive news, anyway. And Trump still hasn't even had any talks with Xi Jinping. We covered that in the live stream in the morning. If you guys haven't checked that out, I think I might have something else to show you at the end of the stream with the real news on X. Okay, all right, moving on. Yeah, so crypto bubbles, we already went through that. Bitcoin market cap still getting closer, edging closer and closer to 65% dominance. Of course, Michael
this entire idea of like 60% dominance is bullshit, ridiculous.
Bullshit. Thank you, Sailor. Okay, thank you. It should be 99%, according to Sailor. I love that bit, man. It's just so much fun. All right, top 10 assets in our space right now. Any big movers? Well, Sui's moving back up to the top 10. Look at this, guys. Number 11 right now, moving in ahead off some of the news we've got today. We're gonna get through it. We're gonna get through it. There's a lot of stuff happening today. Chainlink, number 11, number 12, Avalanche, number 13, Stellar, and of course we go down to some of the honorable mentions we are looking at right now. Of course, JASMY, honorable mention to JASMY, still hanging in there at 75 in market cap, and Onyx Coin at 80. It was 88 yesterday. 86 today, so up 2 for Onyx Coin today. And the top 10 though is shaking out a lot, man. Top 20 it looks totally different space than it was yesterday. Leo moving down 3 market caps, three positions in market cap. That's crazy. I mean, this Leo was like number 12 or number 13. Hell, it was right behind Tron and Cardano for a long time. Even Tonguecoin dropped a ton. I had to. I had to.
Are you stupid?
Oh, thank you, Oscar. Okay, moving on. Bitcoin exchange balance is, of course, getting lower and lower and lower as asset managers keep accumulating more and more and settling on some of our largest exchanges right now. We just had a huge buy in from 21 Capital. That was Jack Mahler's new company with a company, venture capital company with Cantor Fitzgerald. Yeah. So that they are accumulating some right now, and of course it's being settled on Coinbase. So that's where all the Bitcoin is going. 711,000 Bitcoin currently on Coinbase right now. That's not the amount you can purchase. Nope, nowhere near the amount you can purchase. That's just they're holding right now. Of course, across all exchanges right now, on exchanges, there's only 2.26 million. Everything else is locked up in cold storage, which I hope you guys are doing. It's very important. Please, again, not your keys, not your cheese. Moving on. A Bitcoin treasury is not net, of course, telling you where all the coins are going to all the biggest companies out there. MicroStrategy, of course, holding at least 534,000. I think it's up to 538 now or whatever. They're getting up there. We've got GameStop. We're still waiting on them to buy in some more. Metaplanet keeps pushing more and more accumulation into Bitcoin as well. We've got that also to cover. Right now they have a solid total. Wow, it's up to date, guys. Wow. Who would have thunk? Bitcoin Treasuries is actually up to date for Metaplanet's newest holding, totaling at 5,000. That's right. That's 100% correct. Now the other big stuff in the room I want to know is iShares IBIT sitting at 582,000. I think this is up to date now. This has been behind for about a month. 582,000 Bitcoin for IBIT. Fidelity sitting at almost 200,000. Grayscale 191. I want to get in there and see if this is up to date. Look at that. Yes, it is. Finally. The last time we got an update from them was March 26th. Like a whole month behind. Come on, guys. Jesus. I get so mad at Bitcoin treasuries. All right. Moving on. Of course. The biggest indicator, the most prettiest indicator, I guess, for some of our followers out there, is the Bitcoin Rainbow price chart. Of course, telling you when to buy, when to sell in this crypto world. Not just a good indicator for Bitcoin, but also all crypto assets, as well as the King Daddy, of course, moves all ships. Right now, we're still stuck in the buy zone between a 93,800. Well, actually, no, between $75,000 Bitcoin and $102,000 Bitcoin. We're still not even in cheap yet. Still cheap territories between, my God, $139,000 and $193,000 Bitcoin. Guys, it's still way too early. We're nowhere near the HODL ranges between $200,000 and $266,000. Absolutely crazy time. And again, remind you, the fire sale keeps increasing too. Currently sitting at between $56,000 and a $76,000 range for the fire sale. Again, we still have not touched directly on top of the fire sale line yet. We watch it every single day. Of course, on our chart, right here, boom, where the super bear target always hits the fire sale. We still haven't hit it. We're waiting. The super bears. We're hoping for the super bears. I'd like to give them at least some credit. Whatever. Whatever. All right, top 10 assets in the world. Bitcoin still holding on to number 8, although it is a shy hair away from passing silver. If I refresh, it might already have passed it again. Dang it, so close. 1.86 versus, of course, silver's current market cap of 1.89 trillion. So yeah, by tomorrow we'll probably flip silver again and again. Google and Amazon, we flipped all 3 of these guys just a couple of days ago. Number 5, man, we hit number 5. Bitcoin. I mean, guys, you need to be celebrating. Okay, let's get into some of the news. But before I do this, let's check back in the chat real quick. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? All right. So I know I can rewind Rob's. I have to wait for the live to be over with and then be posted afterwards to catch up. Yeah, I guess YouTube is strange like that. Yo-Yo Mars. Yo-Yo, bro. How's it going, Yo-Yo? Yo-Yo Mar. Danny, JASMY coin for the win. Yes. And Hi Otaku Green Tea in the house as well. How's it going, Green Tea? Jeez, Green Tea, are you happy about some of these crazy rumors coming out today? We're going to get into it. Coinbase joins forces with PayPal to supercharge crypto payments. We talked a little bit about this yesterday with PayPal offering a 3.7% yield for their new stablecoin. Or not, it's not even a new stablecoin. I think it was launched last year. Coinbase and PayPal collide with supercharged crypto payments. On-chain adoption begins. Coinbase has broadened its alliance with the digital payments powerhouse PayPal, aiming to deepen its impact on PayPal USD, PYUSD, a stablecoin tied to the US dollar. In an announcement with April 24th, Coinbase revealed its plans to bolster stablecoin infrastructure and accessibility, with Coinbase committing to support seamless, no-cost conversions between PYUSD and USD. That's bullish, guys. Man, again, I said it yesterday. The more competition we get in this space, doesn't matter. It's better for the consumer. Coinbase and PayPal will not only enable simplified customer access to stablecoins, but will also make it easier than ever for millions of PayPal customers to bring its finances on chain. This partnership will capitalize on Coinbase's technological and regulatory framework, enabling zero fee conversions to all of its customer segments. As part of this effort, Coinbase will enable zero fee. I just mentioned that 3 times. I read it. How many times you got to reiterate? The announcement adds that the move aligns with the broader strategy to incorporate stablecoin capabilities across PayPal's vast merchant ecosystem, enhancing the speed and efficiency of the digital payments. Coinbase is also set to explore the fresh on-chain utilities for PYUSD, potentially paving the way for innovative payment applications and decentralized finance interactions. All right, guys. So again, this is the lightning round. We got to go through all these, man. There's so many. Yeah, PayPal. Again, I'm surprised that Coinbase wanted to do this because they still have their own token. The base token. And then, of course, the other stablecoin that they offer, majorly, I think, incentivized through Coinbase, which is USDC Circle. All right, moving on. Robert Kiyosaki predicts the $1 million Bitcoin as the U.S. spirals into giant crash. Again, he's been on point every single time we've talked about Robert Kiyosaki's predictions. Of course, predicting the everything crash that we just witnessed and we're all part of. Robert Kiyosaki unleashes a seismic forecast predicting the Great Depression while urging bold bets on Bitcoin, which he believes will soar to $200,000 this year and over $1 million by 2035. That's a conservative bet, man. Kathy Wood's got you beat, my guy. The collapse has begun. Kiyosaki warns of a Great Depression and meltdown. Right. Kiyosaki shared his social media pics. Makes me sad in 2025. Credit card debt is all-time highs. Kathy Wood also pointing that out. We covered that a few weeks ago. As high U.S. national debt. Debt to GDP to its public sector is the equivalent as it was in World War II. Like, the debt is just out of whack, man. You can't keep this forever. The dystopian future is on the brink of collapse. All right. U.S. debt is in an all-time high. Unemployment is rising. 401ks are losing. Pensions are being stolen. USA may be heading to a Great Depression. The renowned author who previously predicted a market collapse in the Rich Dad Prophecy expressed concern for those who ignored his early warnings. However, he maintains that there will still be time to build wealth if decisive action is taken. He continues to advocate for investing in what he calls the 3 pillars of protection: gold, silver, and Bitcoin. As he's mentioned, we've been covering this for years now. On April 20th, Robert Kiyosaki expressed optimism for Bitcoin's future, stating, "Strongly believe Bitcoin will reach 180K to 200K in 2025. Again, man, I guess in the midst of a collapse, that's pretty good for Bitcoin. Okay, on April 22nd, I think we're going to stop there. This thing goes, oh, no. I'll read one more quote. "I strongly believe in 2035 that one Bitcoin will be over 1 million. Gold will be 30,000 and silver will be 3,000 a coin." Insane. $3,000 a coin. Really? That's crazy. Of course, being $30 right now, an ounce. 32, whatever it is. All right, moving on. Again, the lightning round, guys. So much freaking news. Fidelity reports record-breaking exchange withdrawals amid institutional accumulation. Bitcoin is rapidly disappearing from cryptocurrency exchanges as both corporate treasuries and sovereign wealth funds accumulate the asset, creating a supply squeeze that could reshape the market dynamics. Probably why we're sitting at 65% dominance. All right. Probably. Fidelity shows data moving to long-term holders at record pace. Bitcoin reserves on cryptocurrency exchanges have plummeted to 2.6 million Bitcoin, on the lowest record since 2018. Of course, I show you guys this every single day. Fidelity Digital Assets, the firm, reports that over 425,000 Bitcoin have moved off exchanges since November 2024, with public companies alone acquiring nearly 350,000 Bitcoin. This is a stupid number, guys. This is only 21 million. Oh, my God. Following the U.S. election, corporate buyers have been purchasing more than 30,000 Bitcoin a month in 2025. Crazy. All right. So, yeah, there, of course, Fidelity is pushing, of course, with their ETF as well for Bitcoin holders to accumulate even more. Of course, it's their game, but still, again, you gotta call the biases when you see it too. It is still the only asset everyone is chasing right now. Bitcoin rebalances as a bullseye. Okay, this is just a headline. I got so much more, guys. SEC delays decision on the Polkadot ETF. We talked about this a little bit the beginning of the year with all the other ones lined up for this year, like the Solana ETF and the Bonk ETF and the Doge ETF and the Trump Coin ETF, which shouldn't be a thing right out the gate anyway. SEC delays decision on the Polkadot ETF, warns that the U.S. regulatory approval alongside roughly 70 other proposed crypto fund traded funds are still waiting. Yeah, they're still pending. The U.S. Securities Exchange Commission has delayed decision on whether to approve a proposed exchange traded fund for Polkadot, as the regulatory filings show. According to April 24th filing, the regulator has extended its deadline as a final ruling until June 11th, nearly 4 months after the Nasdaq sought permission to list Grayscale's Polkadot Trust on February 24th. All right, I'm just going to stop it there because we got so much more to go through, guys. So much more. Before I go any further, I'm going to catch back up with the chat. Just see what you guys are doing. How are you guys hanging in there? Are you doing all right? Are we winning yet?
So much.
Are we winning yet? Probably not. Check out Bitcoin real quick, too. We back up to 94. Are we going down? We're falling down. 93.6. 93.7. Retest right there. All right. Okay. JASMY for the win. Otaku. 23 minutes late. A guy. 23 minutes, 23 push-ups. Jeez. Yeah, we all love JASMY. Guys, of course, if you guys, it's just JASMY. It's a Bitcoin Japan. You know what else is made in Japan? All the things I love. Damn it. All right, I had to. Okay, moving on. Metaplanet crosses 5,000 Bitcoin, reaches midpoint in aggressive 2025 target. They got to get in, man. They got to get in. FOMO is about ready to hit like mad, guys. Metaplanet now has more than 5,000 Bitcoin, obtaining 145 Bitcoin worth 13.6 million. Really? That's what 440 Bitcoin is worth now these days? Jesus. That's a lot. The company raised nearly 745 million since mid-2024 and added over 1,650 Bitcoin this month alone. CEO, not the CEO of Chaos, that's me, but CEO Simon Garovich of Metaplanet stated that the company is pursuing long-term value and growing institutional interest. Of course, for the Tokyo-based Bitcoin Hotel, that's the future for that company, Bitcoin Hotel in Japan, has crossed the 5,000 Bitcoin mark. Yeah, we got another. I think that's pretty much the end of that article. We have anything else that's no, nothing else quoted. Okay, moving on. We got a lot. Citigroup predicts stablecoin supply could hit 3.7 trillion by 2030. That's a big number. Just the stablecoins alone. Money sloshing around, just stablecoins alone being 3.7 trillion. That's insane. That's like barely 4 years away, man. 4 or 5, 4.5, whatever years away. It's crazy. That's crazy. I don't want to even read that one. It's pretty self-explanatory. All right, guys, let's get into it. All right, the Pokemon stuff. All right, the Pokemon, the big Pokemon in the room. Of course, that being Jigglypuff on my desk. But okay, I wanted to share this with you guys. Paul Barron unpacked this one on me this afternoon. This is a few hours ago. Yeah, look what his team have dug up, and I'll give you my reaction overall at the end of it, because it's pretty interesting, guys. It's pretty fun. Oh, man.
Miston Labs, SWE Network, acquires Web3 gaming infrastructure startup Parasol. So this is where the rumor started brewing, and this is the Pokemon Home update. Privacy policy was updated. We saw that, the connection to Web3. If you look at that right there, developers, this is in reference to who they might share information with, Parasol Technologies. So there you go. And of course, that being owned now by SWE Network. So there's also Parasol Technologies that is related into some of their verbiage around their disclosures. Then you go over to this X post right here, another scenario. Looks like this post on SWE blog from earlier today about Parasol mentioned the Pokemon in passing. Then it was removed. So why was this removed? All right, so while all of this is still somewhat in the rumor mill, what I'm about to show you is real. This is something that happened today, and this is in reference to the Pokemon Home app that got an update. Look what...
I think did it just skip backwards? I think it did. Anyway, Pokemon Home, if you guys aren't familiar with Pokemon or you don't play Pokemon Home is the app in which you can basically store your Pokemon across all of their games, right? You send all your Pokemon directly to Home, and pretty much links everything to it. And I actually had to go back through one of my old crypto journals and pull a piece out of there, because something that happened in 2025 I want to get to later kind of reminded me of what was possibly going to happen with Pokemon. All right, so let's get a little bit back into this.
3.3.0. With this new update, a feature called Medals has been introduced to Pokemon Home, which allows trainers to collect and store these medals as digital souvenirs in the app. And when opening it for the first time, you will receive 3 bonus medals featuring one of 9 sets of starter Pokemon. Medals can be obtained through different methods in the app. Although we don't have a lot of information right now just after release, it's stated you will be able to obtain new ones in future by achieving certain tasks, as well as being able to get them in the real world through the local event feature or NFC where these medals are being given out. The medals you do obtain are stored in your account under the medals tab. Each medal
So the thing that I guess everyone's pointing out here is that they're all identified numerically. Which again, if you guys are familiar with NFTs and anything on the blockchain, that's just kind of how everything's built. But I don't think that this is necessarily means that there's going to be a blockchain connection. All right, so take that with what you will.
Has a unique number ID based on the medal itself, the language it's been received in. So each medal is unique. Each medal will hold a log of who received it first, and keep records on every single trade that medal receives and when it was first obtained. Through this new feature, you will be able to share your medals with friends. You will have the option to trade one medal for another, or simply gift a medal without receiving one in exchange. With 9 different medals already in circulation, You can start to trade with your friends right now in the app to obtain some of the other ones that you've not received yet.
Sounds a lot like NFTs, and I think that is
He, of
where
course, has
this
the
could be
same.
going.
Yeah.
If you look at some of the designers within the Pokemon ecosystem, very interesting. There is one.
And he goes in the cards and stuff too. But I mean, honestly, in general, some of the stuff he has is just kind of out there and ridiculous. Like look at this one, guys.
And also the fact that there is a trainer called Parasol.
So he's making the connection of the Parasol Lady, which is just a trainer in the game. It's a pretty common thing. You have like campers and just general schoolboy, schoolgirl, whatever. They're generic names for the trainers in the game. It's just so silly that they want to connect that to the company that is supposedly tied with this project.
These things, for some reason, there's just too many coincidences that are playing into this. And of course, SWE Network is getting ready to do base camp in Dubai during Token 2049. And they've already stated that there's going to be some big announcements. This, of course, is happening just around the corner on May 1st and 2nd over in Dubai in the UAE. And if you look at what one of the senior execs over there, we've had Denye on our show before, what's coming at SWE Network base camp will blow your mind.
And then here's another connection he had to Pokemon and Polygon, which is, of course, the Niantic sale.
Well, what
Pokemon
could
Go.
be flowing from this as we start to see maybe a new strategy starting to be developed for Pokemon in general. With that, during that acquisition, this was the company that acquired it. Scopely is also committed to doing Web3 projects through its investments, and this is through, guess who? Animoca, Indiegogo, or IndieGG, and Polygon. All that also could be related to why Polygon is also moving on the charts. In fact, today, SWE and Polygon, two hottest tokens out there in terms of where the market is going. Here's Matic right here. Nice little move right in here. All green signs in terms of our sentiment metric.
So yeah, I wanted to share this today because I thought it was a fun little a fun little entry. We don't normally get Pokemon in our space, right? So go check him out if you want to hear more. Want to watch this whole entire segment. I do like to keep up with Paul Barron. He has a lot of interesting takes in the space. Although, again, be careful with some of these connected rumors, especially the elements of Pokemon. It's just kind of, again, it's all rumors. It's on the rumor side of things. But I do want to, of course, take that back to something I remember happening in 2022 when the Nintendo president of America was talking about how Pokemon, it's Reggie Fils-Aimé. I had to dig through my journal and pull this out, guys. I'm like, I know I heard him talk about Pokemon and the blockchain years ago. And in 2022, he had this interview where he basically talked about how Nintendo could utilize the blockchain for Pokemon and NFTs and how it would solve everything. And this is why I've been saying that God damn it, that crypto is going to be the salvation for the users of gaming. It's these kids they take a shy against the entire narrative of NFTs, but not understanding the true mechanics of where it could really take gaming, and democratizing all of our transactions instead of just giving them all away willy-nilly when all these gaming projects collapse and we don't have anything to show for it. We at least have some sort of collectible or digital item from these projects. So again, I wanted to just kind of throw that out there. I wonder if I can actually find the for example, the narrative magic of The Last of Us. Where is it? I could just look for Pokemon. Oh my god. Oh, there we go. All right. So when it comes to the gaming industry, a large part of the industry has to be the title is that you can do something without being possible without blockchain. Even Axie Infinity, the poster child for the sector, is essentially an iteration of Pokemon, but Pokemon itself has been doing similar things for more than 25 years. Monsters traded between red and blue have their own unique stats and ID numbers, and remember the name of the original trainer no matter how many times they were traded. This was incorporated into the original games in 1996, and not a blockchain in sight. So you're absolutely right, says Reggie, that I've said myself that it needs to be use case where you've got a really fun, creative experience that leverages the technology for people to come around, and the what if, and I give you is what in the world? I give you is what if there was an experience that blended the best of Pokemon with the best of 5 other genres or game experiences, and all of them had this ability for you to play and create your own character and exchange them with someone else. And then, of course, getting some value back for the player. Now it goes beyond a singular game experience. It touches a variety of interesting experiences that could get interesting and compelling. He goes on to spin the usual tale of games, which you can train up a character and sell in exchange with them, blah, blah, blah. But there are so many barriers to overcome before these levels of interoperability would become even a vague possibility. The dream of blockchain gaming that people are selling, this again, 2022, and it is a dream at this point, and the people are very much selling it. It is a long-term vision with short-term promise. I don't disagree, says Reggie. You can make the same analogy with VR. How long has it been? Of course, this was the narrative in 2021 and 2022 that the VR metaverses were going to take over the gaming spaces. With VR immersive experiences are going to take over the games industry, and they'll be the most compelling experience you ever had. It's been incredibly difficult to deliver on that vision. I do not take for granted what will require in order to get this type of vision to come about, but I think there's value into thinking these issues and how to potentially overcome them, because if the end content to be delivered to the player that is unique, differentiated, compelling, and fun to play, I think that's the value that to be created with those types of experiences. Of course, that's exactly Nintendo's model. So I'm wearing the shirt the hoodie today. Yeah, that's their entire model is to create things outside the box that just make it fun for the player and compelling. And then, of course, they build around that idea. Okay, so anyway, finally, we asked him of the prospects of a former employer, especially in the light of crypto, or in Nintendo. Jesus, recent comments of the transition from Switch to the next platform is a major focus. All right, I think that was pretty much the only sentiment that he was talking about. Of course, incorporating blockchain with the likes of Pokemon or related, applicable, mechanics, right? So that again, I wanted to flash back to. It's not like everyone keeps saying these things aren't happening. These things aren't happening. Well, I just showed you something that the major players, the former president of Nintendo of America, were of course talking about and thinking about these ideas, incorporating them into the blockchain years and years before we're doing anything with it now. So again, everyone's thinking behind the scenes. Everyone's moving, and they're placing their bets, and you've got investors throwing money at things you just don't know about yet, and we just gotta wait and see. This is a new frontier, guys. It's a new frontier. All right, so that was the whole Pokemon. My God, there's so much to cover, guys. So much to cover. Thank God, Paul Barron had that. Huge explosion of a rumor today, which of course took Sui, I think, from 2.75 to what, 330 or wherever it's at now in price action. So again, just stay safe, guys. Don't bet the farm on anything just quite yet. It's still nothing official. All right, so anyway, getting back to the chat real quick before we continue on with the rest of the news. Right, Danny, how can I rant the Robs? We all love JASMY. Hey, guy, what's up, Danny? Devon Otaku, how do you feel about B3? You're talking about the base token. I've asked you before, but I think it might be a hit this run. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a big fan of exchange tokens. That's kind of not my thing. But for sure, we could take a look at that again for you. And, of course, educate any other viewers that do not know what's going on with B3. All right. Before I go any, what's up, Otaku? Go time. How's it going? All this crazy news and crazy stuff happening, and there's too much news to cover in one day. That's how this usually goes. Bitcoin, of course, trying to break out of 93 to 94K. 93.8, sticking in there right now. It's getting tighter and tighter. About ready to retest again. We've got about 20 minutes until 9 p.m. here in the States. Eastern Standard Time, New York time. All right. So before I go any further, we're going to take a look at B3, of course, again for Devon. All right, Devon, coin market cap. Boom, taking you to coin market cap, showing you what I see, right? I'm going to break it down for you like I normally do. The B3 token, the base token. Boom. Here we go. Base token. Boom. Max supply. We don't know. The current total supply right now circulating is 21 billion out of a total supply of 100 billion tokens. So right now it's only about a quarter allocated, right, distributed. So that right there tells you, of course, over the length of time, you're going to have the supply chain diluted. So any price you expect to have right now, you're going to have to, of course, look into the target allocations for the entire project and the white paper. Okay, so yeah, so that's kind of what we see right here. We only have 100 million in market cap, which is really small for of course one of the largest exchanges, the second largest exchange on Earth. So that you have at least that going for the token or the project. All right, if you go into about, of course, base B3 is a layer 3 architecture, settles on base, reducing transaction costs and increasing throughput, making fully on-chain gaming commercially viable. On open gaming ecosystem promotes interoperability between games, ensuring the shared liquidity, incentives, and cross-game assets. Basement.fun, a discovery platform integrated aggregates Web3 games, enhancing visibility for developers and accessibility for players. Seamless user experience, and the list goes on and on and on. I don't want to spend all day talking about it, but yeah, of course, that's the base token. And yeah, it should show you the distribution. Sometimes it shows you on the CoinMarketCap, but no, that's not for this project. No, it's not on the bottom either. Dang it. But of course, you can get onto the website or the white paper and take a look at that if you guys are interested further. All right. I love Popcat, says Hidegger. Oh my God. You love what? Oh, jeez. Popcat. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay, guys. All right. Let's get back into the news. The bull case, JP Morgan expects gold to reach $4,000 an ounce by 2026. That's insane. Again, that's just next year. That's potentially 6 to 8 months away. That price target that's crazy. That's crazy. For gold, that's a huge move for gold. It basically has never moved ever in my lifetime in any significant fashion. So yeah, and I don't think they're even making any correlation to where Bitcoin would be around that time frame. I think that would take, we take a look real quick. If we look at the total assets on Earth, right? Boom, the top assets on Earth by market cap. Gold sitting at $22 trillion right now. I remember when this was 19. Remember when it seemed like it was easier to tackle? $22 trillion right now for the market cap of gold, sitting at $3,371 an ounce. So I would assume that a $4,000 an ounce would be somewhere around what, 30 trillion? Wouldn't it be like 25 trillion, I think, 25 trillion. So $2.5 trillion more to, of course, get that there. I don't think it's going to take much, especially in the way things are right now. But we are finding more gold every day. I mean, there's that too. You would think that would also play into factor at some point. But when the dollar is being debased by everything we do, it probably doesn't matter. Anyway, okay, so that's what's going on with gold and JP Morgan's price prediction. Of course, JP Morgan predicting at least $120,000 Bitcoin this year, as I mentioned this morning. NVIDIA bans crypto startups from support, leaning towards AI. I thought this one was an interesting headline because it's basically stating that they're going to basically, put crypto startups on the back burner and just kind of focus on AI. So this is NVIDIA coming out here, seems to be stepping away from the direct interaction with cryptocurrency startups, banning them from eligibility to have its support, mentorship, and access to its resources. The news was shared on X social media platform. Chinese crypto journalist, blogger Colin Wu. From now on, any startup affiliated with crypto is not eligible to join NVIDIA's Inception Accelerator program. All right, so that's pretty much that. NVIDIA clearly stated an Inception Accelerator program application page that companies related to cryptocurrency are not eligible to join. And the program requires applications to startups to have established no more than 10 years and consulting companies, cloud, etc. Okay. Moving on. Spot Bitcoin ETFs go Pac-Man mode, guys. Man, Pac-Man mode. Waka. Gobble up 1.2 billion in 1 week of course, the King Crypto capital poured into U.S. Listed Bitcoin exchanges traded funds this week, with Tuesday alone witnessing nearly $1 billion in fresh cash. That's crazy. The rush propelled weekly inflows of 1.2 billion and total assets under management AUM to 103 billion. Based on Bloomberg data, the investment deluge occurred while Bitcoin's price rose above 93,000 and reaching 93.7, the highest since March. All right. BlackRock fund remains top dog among rivals. Of course, they're going to be the largest ETF on Earth. All right, moving on. Yeah, they literally put that in their quote. Eric Balchino saying, full Pac-Man mode yesterday. That's funny. All right, moving on. There's so many. Crypto prices dinner with a president. Just wanted to touch this one really quickly because, of course, we covered this yesterday. But just a reminder, this is why, of course, Trump's at least back in the spotlight right now with his token. Capital runs are surely and instantly where it was most wanted and where the most was made. And as water runs to find its level, I'm not sure where that quote came from. Jeez, Walter Bagahot, whatever, Bagahot. 1970, quoting him in 1973. I don't know. What it costs to have dinner with the president. Of course, the top 220 holders, wallet holders for this particular project are going to get an exclusive invitation for Trump's dinner. All right, I'm gonna pretty much stop there because we already went over that yesterday. That's crazy. Pokemon on Sui rumors. That's right. Also headlining on CryptoNews.com or .net. Pokemon on Sui rumors. Polymarket bets on Filipino Pope and Asia Express. it's a triple WTF moment on Cointelegraph. Pokemon on Sui rumors. Pokemon use Parasol. It's super effective. Jeez. They really do that. Pokemon and crypto fans are speculating the beloved monster collecting universe will be taking its first step into Web3 via the Sui blockchain. On April 23rd, the Pokemon Company released an update for Pokemon Home mobile app, a cloud-based hub managing the trading Pokemon characters across various games and devices. The update dropped a new metal collection feature, which was caught in the crypto community's attention, was quite quiet change in the app's privacy policy. In certain regions, the policy now adds Parasol Technologies as one of the developers that Pokemon Company may share data with. Parasol is a blockchain gaming studio recently acquired by Mistin Labs, the core team behind the Sui blockchain. With today's Pokemon Home update, the privacy policy was updated, including the addition of the developer at Parasol Technology. As the same day, Sui Foundation published a blog post announcing the Parasol would be launching a new line of trading card games built into Sui, stating with Capybara Fusion, Coded Joker Evolutions. I also saw, I'm pretty sure I saw Yu-Gi-Oh! On there and all the Wizards of the Coast stuff, which is also affiliated with the Pokemon Trading Card Company. But that was pulled down. While there's no official confirmation, Magic Gathering too, of the Pokemon-related projects on Sui, the overlap has been enough to set off a wave of speculation online. The Japanese multimedia franchise spans video game, anime, movies, and incredibly lucrative trading card ecosystem. In 2022, the YouTuber Logan Paul spent 5 million on a rare Pikachu collector card, the illustrator card. That was record from private sales for most money spent on a single Pokemon card. In the past, the gamers Pokemon fans rejected blockchain technology. A 2023 job posting from the Pokemon Company seeking candidates with expertise in blockchain and NFTs drew backlash from longtime fans. Whew! All right, so of course that was the big takeaway. Headlining on Cointelegraph today. Again, it's still rumor, right? We still don't know exactly what they're doing on the blockchain with Pokemon or the Pokemon, home app. This metal system does not get me excited, but of course, if they're incorporating anything onto the blockchain, you would think that they would, number one, want to get rid of all the fake shit that's been in our space in Pokemon for decades. All right, so that's what I'm hoping for anyway. Okay, moving on. All right, guys. Any other things headlining today before we get into the real news on Twitter? Oh, there's so much stuff today, guys. There's too much stuff. Too much stuff. Michael Saylor could climb as rival 21 validates his Bitcoin strategy. Of course, they're teasing. They're obviously not going to compete with Saylor, but that we've got that popping up in the real news as well. Father-son crypto scam. Yada yada yada. Okay. I think we've covered, of course, all the big stuff coming today. Bitcoin supply on exchanges falling. We've already covered that as well. Sui, Crypto Trust. All right. Shiba burns. Yeah, nothing. Wow. Daily coin. You're failing. What's with these headlines? They're terrible. Coinbase partners with PayPal to waive fees. We already covered all the stuff here as well. Nothing else is breaking. Okay, getting to the real news, guys. If you like what you're seeing here today on YouTube, have you liked and subscribed yet? This is my one moment to shill my channel. Yeah, please like, subscribe, do all the things down below. Of course, we're building this channel up. We're past 555. I couldn't believe it. Past my favorite number. And of course, if you like the content here, you can also check me out on Twitter on a different format if you like the same content, but over in a different format. I'm on Twitter as well. All right, before we get into the real news on Twitter, let's check back with the chat and see what I am missing with you guys. I think gold and silver will start moving in our lifetime, man. Dave F. Jeez, popping in to say, yo, JJ, how's it going, Jones? How's it going? Like, subscribe, R-He, thank you. Thank you, Ramona, thank you. I didn't see the Pokemon thing before you got a sub for that. This is what I do, man. I live crypto. I gotta absorb this stuff every day. Of course, bringing you guys the biggest things I think are taking place in our space. All right, so let's get back onto the real news over on Twitter and see what's going on today. Russia just announced that they're going to open a Bitcoin and crypto exchange. If you can't stop them, man, join them. If you can't beat them, join them. And Russia is saying, oh, we would do it. We do it. We tend to stop the Bitcoin thing. We joined the Bitcoin thing. It's happening. It's happening, guys. And then, yeah, we are so back, guys. My Bitcoin wallet is so much bigger than my bank account. It's such a cute freaking, wow, meme. Anyway, New Hampshire Bitcoin Reserve Bill passes the Senate ways. So, yeah, close to New Hampshire. Yeah, they're getting there, man. They're getting there. It's been a while since we actually looked at the Bitcoin tracker for the SBRs, the Strategic Bitcoin Reserves. Look how orange we're getting this country. I love it. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. The whole country's almost painted orange. These are all the existing states with current Bitcoin-related bills, legislation being passed right now. So that's what's live right now. The SBRs are totaling 39 in these respected states. Not the whole country, just these respective states right now. We've had some of them go offline, online again. I think Pennsylvania kind of fell in and out already again as well. So did Louisiana. I think they were running, and Kentucky. It's somewhere up there too, right? Oh wait, yeah, Kentucky's still in. Yeah, Kentucky's still in. So yeah, this is what's going on with those. And of course, if you check out the bitcoinlaws.io, you can click on this tab somewhere. There's a tab somewhere. I always lose it every single time I go to this website. It's probably because I'm on the dark mode. Where is the little hamburger? That's what they call it, right? No, it's not there. Solution, policy data, all states. There's the reserve race up here. Policy data, then reserve race. And here we go. Arizona have already passed theirs. They're going to be the first state to enact a Bitcoin strategic reserve. New Hampshire, the one we just mentioned, is in the next lineup. And Texas is still in the running as well, being hugely pro-crypto in that state. Alabama, Florida, Georgia, Iowa. I mean, there's so many still getting started, guys. Still getting started, introducing it into their Congress right now, and haven't gotten through to the Senate just quite yet. All right, so that is the up-to-date moment. We finally got a moment to get up to date with the Bitcoin strategic reserves here in the States. All right, getting back to the news on Twitter. Okay, all right, Cardano ADA founder Charles Hoskinson doesn't believe ETH will survive more than 10 to 15 years, calling it a victim of its own success like MySpace or the BlackBerry. Yeah, he said it.
Hold it together through sheer force of will, and users will gradually migrate to other places, and then they're going to get eclipsed by Bitcoin DeFi. So, brilliant project. It's just victim of its own success, like MySpace or any of these other things that have a lot of network effect and momentum. BlackBerry is another example. But people have fundamentally different paradigms that over the long term are intrinsically superior.
And obviously, he's got a biased opinion. He left ETH as a co-founder to create ADA. So keep that in mind too if you guys aren't familiar with Charles Hoskinson. All right. What else we got? Breaking. The Federal Reserve has lifted special requirements for banks working with crypto companies. That's right. So yeah, we don't have to. Well, the banks don't have to worry about any special legislation needing to be passed or follow up to basically hold and store crypto related assets. This is of course lining up for the stablecoin bill to be passed here by the end of the month or the beginning of next month. I think they're probably not going to pass it this month. Just in, grocery store giant. We talked about this week, as well as I think we started talking about this last week. I don't remember anymore. It's been the days are popping up, merging together. But just in, grocery store giant Spar to expand Bitcoin and Lightning payments after their successful trial, as they just had their trial run. Pretty sure that was last week. All right, so yeah, Lightning is going good for the grocery stores in Switzerland. Okay. In other European countries too, neighboring European countries. It's not just anyway. Michael Saylor just said BlackRock's ETF will buy over $600 billion in Bitcoin. You are not bullish enough. I'm not sure where Vivek is getting those numbers. I'm assuming Michael Saylor came out and said something similar today. Bitcoin has a 300 trillion addressable market according to the Safe Dean. All the money in the world, according to Pompiano. It's what, 3 minutes really
next to thing. And yeah, with altcoins, I also think it's really been a couple of rough years for altcoins, and I think it's going to continue that way. I don't see a compelling value accrual narrative for any of the altcoins. Their narratives are novelty, flash in the pan, short term, and you can get marketing behind it for a while, but after a while, the supply keeps going up, and 0.9% of them have gone to zero already against Bitcoin. So it won't be long before the rest go to zero as well.
It's pretty cool.
All right, that same number too is what Jack Mallers has come out and said that that's the number they're chasing, at least with 21 Capital, his new venture startup. All right, moving on. Did you know that your back hurts because you don't have enough Bitcoin? And it probably would help too if you're taking some orange pills. I mean, just saying, guys, if you don't have any orange pills in your life, get some, because it fights away FOMO. You just sit there, you hodl, and you're guaranteed to win. It's that easy, guys. It's that easy. That's what Larry Lepard says anyway. Michael Seller says, if I'm lucky enough to grind 10% of the supply, Bitcoin is going to go to 50 million a coin. Can't stop, won't stop.
We'll just keep buying, right? The price is going to go up. It's going to get exponentially harder, and the price is going to go up exponentially higher, and we'll just keep buying. And at some point, if we get to 5% of the supply, Bitcoin's probably going to be $1 million a coin. And if we get to 7.5% of the supply, Bitcoin will be 10 million a coin. And then if I'm lucky enough to grind to 10% of the supply, Bitcoin's going to be 50 million a coin, and someone will be whining that whatever, we have too much Bitcoin, but other people will have $400 trillion of wealth, So our view is it's a ratchet, and we're just going to keep cranking on the ratchet.
There we go. Bitcoin speaking of Bitcoin, getting close to that 94K target yet again. Are we going to get denied? Looks like we are getting denied right now. Sitting at 93.95. Again, $50 away. You can't hold us back forever. Come on, Bears. Come on. All right, just in, $5.8 trillion Fidelity says the Bitcoin supply is dropping due to public company buying. We anticipate this accelerating. Of course, we read that article earlier as well. Bitcoin continues to mirror the global money supply within 12-week delay. If this pattern holds true, the bottom is in. This source was brought to you by Cryptos Are Us. I am George. We're all George, right? You guys know that guy? What a weirdo. Anyway, this is what's going on with the M2. Of course, we're closely following that, and we are technically, according to this, 12-week in behind the M2 money supply. And we haven't even started printing money in a big way yet in America. This is mostly China's doing right now. It's going to get stupid, guys. Me calculating my portfolio gains when Bitcoin hits 200,000. Not gonna lie, guys, I actually updated mine today and I had a similar reaction. Jeez. This is brought to you by Lark Davis. One of my other favorite classic YouTubers out there. OGs. Crypto Otaku. He's okay. George is okay. Just always giving him a hard time. Justin Michael Seller predicts BlackRock's spot Bitcoin ETF will be the biggest ETF in the world in 10 years. Isn't it already? I know it's the largest accumulated ETF ever. I think it's the largest growing ETF ever. I don't know if it is the largest one in the world. It probably belongs to some Swiss backed ETF or trade or pension thing. Anyway, just in, ARK Invest updates his 2030 prediction. Guys, Kathy Wood, she's doing it again, updating her prediction to 2.4 million by 2030. Guys, when I got into this space, Kathy Wood's original prediction was $1 million by 2030. Or maybe it was by 2032. This has gone up so much since the old days. It was 5 years ago for me, man. 5 years ago. Watch this before you tell me the 4-year cycle is dead. Expecting a 200,000 plus Bitcoin in Q4 of this year. Gold suggests that we could do significantly higher. This one I thought was really interesting. Of course, just following the money supply and the appreciation rate of gold against all the other previous all-time highs for Bitcoin. Again, if you remember, if you guys were there, 2021, we had a very stunted cycle because of the FTX collapse, because of the China ban on Bitcoin, all the other crazy stuff that was happening in our space back then. So again, if you want to look at it kind of like where we were back in 2017, everyone keeps comparing it to 2017, that's a near $300,000 Bitcoin according to this trend that is following the against the gold appreciation rate, right? So yeah, that's where we're at. I think it's pretty bullish. And you know what? There's a lot of other people calling for a similar thing as well. I just can't wait, guys. I just can't wait for Michael Saylor, of course, his prediction to happen.
Bitcoin's powered by chaos. When Godzilla walks onto the playground, all your models, they're all going to be destroyed.
When all of our models are destroyed, this is what I'm waiting for, right? And I drew this. I'm going to zoom all the way out to the daily chart. I put all this together on my chart back in 2021. And this, of course, is, what am I looking at? The macro trend line for Bitcoin. I threw this all together back then. And if you follow this from the tops of every single peak, they all line up to about that $120,000 target, which coincidentally is where JP Morgan put their price model prediction for this year. Is that going to happen? I think it's going to, again, if Michael Saylor is correct, we're going to destroy all the models. We're going to break the macro trend line. We could possibly even break the power law. I would love to see the Bitcoin power law model broken. But this is what I'm waiting for. This is what I live for. to pretty much outdo all this stuff I did back in 2021. All right. Moving on. All right, GameStop. We're still waiting on GameStop. It's been 3 weeks since they started this accumulation for notes and shares and moving into Bitcoin and doing the Michael Saylor strategy / Metaplanet strategy / just borrow money off of everything and buy Bitcoin strategy. It works, guys. It works. So we're still waiting for GameStop. Again, they're still teasing that it's going to happen this week. It still hasn't happened yet. Or it may be behind the scenes. We just don't know yet. They haven't made the announcement. Oh, okay. Just in, someone has moved 50 Bitcoin they mined 15 years ago. Again, some of these old legacy wallets are coming out and waking up from the grave. They held $5 million, 10 cents to mine these 50 Bitcoins. Ridiculous. $5 million legend, according to, what it's worth right now. That's nuts. That's crazy. Breaking: Swiss citizens have stepped up calls to the Swiss National Bank to buy Bitcoin, saying the global economic turmoil triggered the U.S. Donald Trump tariffs have made it important for central banks to diversify its reserves. That's right. Swiss is moving in as well. We keep getting more and more from that part of the world. Vietnam starts the trade talks with the United States. It's the only thing I can really get out of tariffs today, guys. It's the only thing positive anyway. Again, still no news on China. Just in, U.S. Senator Dave McCormick purchased $250,000 of Bitcoin spot ETFs. Crazy. Again, everyone in office right now is pro-crypto, pro-Bitcoin. Adam Back says $100,000 is way cheap for Bitcoin's total price, and that Bitcoin is probably going to go between $500,000 and $1 million during this cycle. Bullish, of course, bringing you that information is Simply Bitcoin. Of course, very biased, but still great source of news. Glock, how it feels to not have to pay any tariffs on my Bitcoin. Yes. Don't need to be paying those tariffs on my Bitcoin. Yes, sir. Jeez. And then this is so funny. Why have you been hiding? People suck. That's just that. It's that simple, man. This is that simple. I feel you. I feel you, Bigfoot. I feel you. All right, we're almost through it, guys. Strategy, Bitcoin, of course. Bitcoin, MicroStrategies, MicroStrategy. Oh my God, I can't even speak anymore. too much in the lightning round tonight, guys. Yeah, so 21, of course, looking over at Strategies playbook and copying that. Obviously, this is poking fun of. Jack Mallers. Jack Mallers, speaking of which, the new company 21 surges after buying 42,000 Bitcoin. It's now up over 160% today. Insane. And we are completely turning the stock market upside down with these types of offerings. I love it. It's break it, go! We need more chaos, guys. We need more. Speaking of chaos, Jim Cramer says yet again, there is absolutely no way Bitcoin goes above $1 million US. I just don't see it happening. Confirmed. It is confirmed, guys. The bull run's on. Bitcoin's going to $1 million. Jeez. And this was funny too. Elon reposted this one. This is a guy who asked his Tesla to take him anywhere he's never been before. Just somewhere he's never been before.
Tesla, take me somewhere I've never been before. Oh shit, where's it going?
So as it starts driving him,
That'd be interesting.
Let's see.
where's it going? Where's it going? Well, let's see. Let's see where it goes.
I guess you've
Are
never
you
been there
shitting
before.
me? Tesla, take me somewhere I've never.
So I guess he's never been to the gym before. That's very funny. So yeah, Elon Musk, of course, showing that because in the dystopian future, you guys know where I'm going with this. All right, here we go. If I can find the button for it. Oh, yeah, it's one of these. There we go. Boom! In the dystopian future, your car is going to tell you where to go. It's going to drop you right off to anywhere you need to go. You're not even going to need to have a car anymore. It's going to pick you up every day for work, and it's going to pay itself in crypto and fuel itself, repair itself, just like Antonopoulos, or whatever the hell is his name, had predicted years and years and years ago. Guys, that's right. If you are a driver, telemarketer, a lawyer, a data entry clerk, an accountant, a writer, a journalist, a bookkeeper, a receptionist, a bank teller, you guys probably don't have jobs anymore at all. I mean, these are probably all gone. Is this even jobs? I'm kidding. Travel agents, factory workers, yes, of course, they're all on the chopping block for the robots and AI coming to take over your jobs, as most of these companies like NVIDIA are focusing on AI platforms. And robots. Yeah, fast food workers, of course, are already being replaced by the screens. All the screens you order from, not the bank, not the tellers, not the clerks at the front. No more. And of course, just a quick little reminder: the bedroom is no longer sacred. We're going to have those robots take over the bedroom activities as well. All right, all right. I'll stop there. Well, you guys know it's coming. It's coming. I have to remind you guys every day, but you know, I know you know deep down inside, you know. Yeah, good luck trying to take them down, man. Jeez. All right, crypto. Yes, I've done all of the real news for today, guys. That was all the real news. We're gonna get, of course, now take a look at the normies and see if they're looking up anything in our space today. Do they get a passing grade? Probably not. So they're looking up, of course, 3 things every single day. They look at the celebrities, they look at the video games, and they look at the what? Sports. They love their sports. Normies love their sports so much. They love their sports. I don't understand it. But anyway, if they're not paying attention, how are they going to make the monies?
You'll be so rich, you can go on a Pokemon shopping spree.
Speaking of Pokemon, that's one of my favorites. All right, so yeah, of course, we're going to grade them today. Before I do that, let's take a look back at the chat real quick and catch up with you guys real fast. Didn't see the Pokemon thing before you got sub for that. Yes, yeah, of course. We need to pump these numbers. Go up. Yes, go up. Let's go. Super chat. We're almost there. I'm only, I think last time I checked, it was like 250 hours. I need more hours. That's the thing. Like, just like go home and like just stream all my stuff for hours. I don't know how you get those numbers up. I honestly don't know how it works. Otaku's orange pill vitamins. It's merch shop time soon enough. Oh man, I would love to do that. For sure. I just don't know the Yeah, the like is the FCC gonna come after me, or the Food and Drug Administration, the FDA? Yeah, FDA would do that. I don't know. Michael Saylor is the one reason I'm worried about Bitcoin not reaching its potential. He's too bullish. He's too bullish. I mean, when you sell everything you own and you just buy one thing, and you pretty much just base everything on the inflation, where the dollars are going to get printed to oblivion, and just, are we tracking inflation? Are we tracking the monetary supply? What is Bitcoin? What is money? Speaking of which, what is money? I love that question. So guys, if you haven't seen Robert Breedlove's "What Is Money" series we did with Michael Saylor back in 2020, 2021, that era was a good time. I recommend it. Good stuff. I think there's like 30 of them. It's nuts. How many of these do you need to know, need to watch in order to turn your mind onto Bitcoin? I don't know. Maybe if you end up in Thailand. LOL, Mad Adam. Yes. BROB, Brob1141. I'm late. Is JASMY delisted? No, it's not. You're fine. I have to say that. I have to, of course, prelude to that and just make it all scary and shadowy, because it's never, guys, we gotta stop flooding JASMY. Like, we gotta stop flooding JASMY. I'm not saying you guys are, but like the general populace, like Discover Crypto last week, I called them out on it. I'm like, what are you guys doing? You just guys, and they actually went back and they edited it and they took all the stuff out. They deleted my comments. I'm like, yeah, they're not even doing their research over there when it comes to JASMY. Like, you kidding me? They thought it was a meme coin that was repurchased and then turned into a utility token. I'm like, what the F are you guys talking about? It's crazy. Discover Crypto over there. What the hell are you doing? I watch everyone, guys. Actually, one of these days I want to do like a crypto influencer list and do like a top 10 or top 20, and just kind of do all my reviews on what I feel on them, because I've been of course watching our space now for the last 5 years. It has been a wild ride, of course, with Ben Armstrong's downfall as well. We got our Heath. How's it going? Get your hours up by letting your screen stream charts. Ooh. You know what? I did try that last year for a little bit. I didn't know if that helped or not, but you know what? I might start doing that. Might let it up, keep it up with some of my scribbles on there, and we can follow it live, with the Crypto Chaos magic. That'd be fun. That'd be fun to do. All right, Matt Adams says, good idea. I was wondering why Rob, the great Rob, has those charts up. I see. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The Great Rob does have his charts up. Speaking of the Great Rob, if you guys are new to the channel and you're not hanging out with us over at Crypto Future, Rob over there at Crypto Future is one of my main mans. I love him to death. He's my favorite Canadian on the planet. And I have actually a lot of Canadian friends. But Rob is amazing, super humble, nice guy. Of course, like me, I like people as well that are humble in the mindset, and he's just a really nice guy. Just a really nice, chill guy. So check him out over there. Right now he's sick, but we of course have a lot of fun in that community as well. All right, moving on over to the normies. What are the normies looking at today? All right, do they get a passing grade? Well, let's find out. NFL Draft Live, #1 search on Google. Yikes!
What are you, stupid?
They're not paying attention to Bitcoin, getting near all-time highs. Elijah, I don't know how to... Elijah? Arenas. Gilbert Arenas, I don't know. Gilbert's son, something going on with that. Jacksonville Jaguars, of course, the first 5, 6, 7, 8 things are all sports related. The normies, of course, doing normie things today. ESPN also up there in general. McKenna Gray's the season 5 cat. Season 5 cast? I don't know what that is either. Trump store. Really? Trump 2028 hat. Oh no. I guess we're gonna get a third term of Trump. That's not possible, but okay. Trump store's trending. That's interesting. Oh boy. Oh jeez. Sports. Normies love their sports. More sports. And then we got Switch 2, of course. I'm surprised that's not higher. That's, of course, Switch is the Nintendo's newest platform. Sold out today within 24 hours. Or within a few hours, I think. New York Giants, of course, sports, and more sports. The normies get a failing grade today. Negative, a minus F today on their grade. Terrible, man. Their report card is going to be nuts. I would send that kid back. He's going to summer school. He's going to every single after school program forever. This is why they don't teach, guys, they don't teach anything financial in schools. No finances in schools whatsoever. And of course, you get the wrong, incorrect information when you go to college. Okay, going back in the last 12 months for Bitcoin right now and related searches to the normies, not looking good in the last few months. Downward trends, even though we're hitting new all-time high levels within the last few months, we're still trickling down the same downward trend. Bearish trend, I guess you would say, on Google. The last 7 days here, the last week, still pretty much flatlining for Bitcoin. What I've really noticed, though, is really interesting, is that the most searches are right around 6 a.m. Look at this, 6 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 5 a.m., where we're peaking out. So this is got to be right as soon as China goes to bed, right around 6 p.m., they're probably checking their bags right before they, wind down for the night. Around lunch or dinner time, I mean, in China. I don't know. It's kind of really weird that, every peak is around 6 a.m. Of course, Americans are not paying attention. By the time they're having lunch, they're not even Googling Bitcoin at all. It's crazy. What in the world? I don't know, guys. I just thought that was interesting. It might be something bot related too. I thought about that as well. All right, guys. Getting, of course, full circle back to Bitcoin. Now that, of course, I've showed you guys the sentiment. The whole reason why we do this, it's all part of the ritual. Getting into the psychology in the markets, analyzing the sentiment, all of the metrics we look at every single day, of course, gets down to this here. We get into the charts. All right, and of course, Bitcoin being the ship that moves all other ships, the granddaddy above 94,200. We did it, guys. We broke on through, landing us right into our baseline target, I guess. I don't know. I'm still saying that we called pretty much that bearish move right there. Pretty much. Not even as bearish as this, though. I mean, that's crazy. So yeah, Bitcoin, of course, doing okay, getting through that $94,000 target. Thank God. Now we've got to get above the previous wick up, which is now getting eaten up immediately. So this might be short-lived. We're just gonna wait it out and see. This is 94.5 was the previous wick that got drawn down pretty quick. And of course, we go back to the live heat map, right? We can see that the level is exactly where we're hitting right now in one of the major sell-off zones. This is where everyone's selling off, pretty much the top right here. So yeah, we're gonna probably get stuck somewhere in the middle here, then get shot back down somewhere. I would guess would be like midnight. We might get through it about midnight. That's a thick wall, man. I don't know. But I know who does know. The Crypto Chaos magic that we do every single night, guys, on the stream. All right, bringing the chaos into play and making the charts move our way. That's kind of the deal. That's kind of the idea, is, of course, the chaos. Just trust in the chaos. Why? Well, Michael Seller will tell you why. Every single night.
Bitcoin's powered by chaos.
Thank you, Sailor. Thank you. Of course, saying some of my two favorite things in Bitcoin 2024, Nashville. All right, of course, every single night we do our thing, our ritual, which is, of course, chaos magic here all live on the stream. We've got the Bitcoin candle. We light the Bitcoin candle. We get the ritual started. We've got, of course, a sacrifice, which I got a whole bunch of half burnt money because I can never have enough burnt money. All right, we're gonna, of course, burn a Benny tonight, and then we have to, of course, idolize the moon. We're gonna go to the moon, guys. That's where we're going. We say our seance croc payos. We have Benny as our sacrifice, and yeah, we are good. We are good to start. I just throw some embers right on the coins below. Jeez, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. All right, I'm just gonna leave that burning on our altar right behind me. Try not to burn the house down. In the last few days, I've got it. We'll see. I can't make no promises. I could easily just get an insurance claim and sell the house. All right. Okay. So where are we going, guys? Where are we going? Well, right now we're still bouncing off that wall. Looks like we're getting sent back down right now. We might go into a little bit of a free fall here. And the 15-minute chart still looks this guy looks starting to look bearish. Let's go to the 5-minute. Yep, we're starting a free fall on the shorter time frames. We are probably going to go back down and at least retest 93.7. if we don't get bought up right now. The last time we fell down these ranges yesterday, we got bought up pretty quick. If I can get back to the hour, we can see the wicks a little better. There we go. So again, just looking at the other time frames to give us an idea, indication of what we're looking at with previous price levels. So 93.5 is pretty much got wicked up pretty quick. Last time we fell down there. If we're creating a new shelf there, a new stair, right? We're keeping the stairwell going. That's probably going to be the next sort of move we're going to see for Bitcoin. Sitting at 56.2. Again, provided we don't get any crazy macro black swan prediction or unpredicted events, right? Yeah, so it looks like it's trying to get bought up right now. So same sort of measured move. We buy up this wick, and then we see an explosion upward. Last time this happened, it was after hours and trading. So that did happen at 7 p.m. Today. Damn, that happened today? Jeez, today's Thursday? Holy crap. Oh my god, these days just keep merging together. So yeah, these are very short-term time frame candles, man. This is too soon to tell. All right, so we're gonna have to make up our mind here. Jeez. Make up our mind here. There is a pretty clear bullish trend line, so we could bounce off there or just smash right through right now and retest these lower levels. Next stop would be 92.7, and I mean we could still fall down to 91 and some change. The only thing is there is more money backing these moves right now. Like we just talked about how Cantor Fitzgerald is just teamed up and bought, what was it, 42,000 Bitcoin or whatever. I don't even remember. It's ridiculous numbers. Hurt my brain now. So many billions of dollars of Bitcoin. Okay. So it looks like they're buying up that wick. They're honoring the trend, and we're going to move on. Question mark. This is the 5-minute chart. We'll go back to the 15-minute chart. We need somewhere to start, guys. We need somewhere. We just need a clear break trend. Well, right there is probably where we're headed. Again, I just slapped all these things together, and you see a clear bull pendant taking us all the way to, wow, 12 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow. I don't think that's going to play out that long. That definitely won't play out that long. That's on the 15-minute. Is that really? Oh no, that's oh no, that's midnight. Yeah, that'll play out. Yeah, that of course lines up just on top of those. Guys, if you guys are new to the channel, I haven't even got into that part yet because we're still waiting on some sort of confirmation with price action. But if you guys are new to the channel, what I of course do every single night with the Bitcoin Chaos magic is I've got these ritual sticks here. That's what I've dubbed them to be. They, of course, correspond with all of the volatility in our space. You only need to know 3 numbers. That's right. It's crazy. If you're in Eastern Standard Time here in the United States, New Yorker time, you only need to know 3 numbers. It's 9, 12, and 3. Those 3 numbers, of course, will show you or tell you all the volatility and where they're going to be every single day. It's just something I've been aware of, and it just plays out that way. So, of course, we've lined those up with the 9 p.m. target, and that's where we are right now. The market open for the foreign markets pretty much starts now for Japan and, of course, Germany and China. China's 100% inversion to our time here in the United States, Eastern Standard Time. So right now it's 9 a.m. in China. All right, you know, you always dig a hole, man. You go to China. That's how it is. It's right below us. Just get through the whole Earth's core and everything, and not melt with the mole men, and the lizard people, and the cloning facilities, and all. I'm not even going to go into it. There's just too many conspiracies to roll that into. All right, let's get back into the chat real quick while I'm waiting for at least a little bit of confirmation on Bitcoin. Smashing the button, says JJ. Bitcoin Candle is gonna send it, says A guy. JJ's still here. Yeah. R.I.P. Benny. Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. Yo boy and his turbo. his turbo emoji. I swear, every time I see that, I think of Mario Bros. No super chat, no to smash yet. So it's emojis. It is. Yeah. Thank you, man. Thank you. JJ, we're just gonna force YouTube to give it to me, right? Yeah, we're gonna build this channel. JJ, who's gonna be number 1? Who's gonna be number 1? Bitcoin? Bitcoin? Always number one. China number one. Okay. China number one, always. I'm sorry, China. No, I don't know. I don't know what you're referring to. I'm just rolling number one. I need a guy. Bahaha. I need help. I'll go. You guys are fighting for the emojis. Okay. I'll help you. What the hell? Oh, that's so funny that I can even do that too. All right. Jesus. I'm right here with you. Okay. All right, guys. Well, let's see if I've stalled enough for Bitcoin to start moving again in either direction. I don't care what direction. We just need some confirmation on the 15-minute. It looks like it's pretty much going to honor this pennant for now. It's a little higher than our previous wick high that we were tracking. So again, we still got, this is the level it's bouncing off right there, which is 94.3. Okay, so we still got to get above 94.3. It doesn't have really much left in this channel to play off of in the short time frame. So that's kind of where we're at. I guess we're going to play with this. If it can hold this level for a little longer, which I don't think it will, maybe one more swing up to retest by the end of the night, around midnight. Or, maybe MetaPlanet wants to buy another, 50 Bitcoin. It's about their time right now. Anything's possible. Anything's possible. All right. So I guess we're going to get into, we'll start with some of the bearish predictions and move into some of the bullish ones first. All right. Sitting at 9:30, almost on the dot. Yeah. What are we looking at? They just can't decide whether they want to let that wick go or not. It is getting bought up pretty quick, though. If you look even back here, send it back down. That wick is pretty much remaining just like that as well. So we might see a similar pattern continue to get another leg up, at least one more leg up to retest again, and then fall through. That'd be my best guess if I were going to be, of course, choosing which direction we're going to take tonight. Okay, all right. So anyway, getting through back to this, right? So we're going to pretty much land on midnight if we continue this channel up. If we want to honor this all the way, right? It's very boring, very predicted. But yeah, our second retest would be somewhere around midnight or a little earlier. We could still get up there right around 10:15. And then we would see a break under. If I can see if I can send that back up and do a little cleaner. There we go. There we go. And that'll be our baseline prediction, right? Baseline prediction is we're going to see up there, maybe even a triple, and then we're just going to fall down and maybe go sideways trending a little bit in the morning for the open tomorrow. I can't even see it. Where the hell is it? I can't even see. Oh, there it is. I'm going to have to redraw this whole damn thing because I couldn't see the open for America. All right. So we're still waiting for this to fall in or out. All right. So retest. That'll be a second, a third, and then that's no dice. We're going to chop around, fall back down, reclaim some lower level, and then maybe roll on over. That'll be more of a baseline target for me, I feel. Bearish. Where are we going if we see a bearish price action for Bitcoin right now? We're looking at probably a similar move. Rejected just before midnight, so around like 11:30, somewhere around that range. Try to reclaim these other low levels, get shot back down, and fall down further to 93, maybe even as low as 92.5. I think was the last area, 92.5, 92.3, something like that. And then we'd probably buy up a little bit of that in the market open tomorrow. So that would be our bearish, bearish pattern. And then where are we looking at for the bullish stuff? Hopefully we can again keep this honored. We're about ready to finish the 15-minute candle here. Again, not looking really good on the shorter time frames. On the longer time frame though, it looks okay. It looks like it's still got legs. I don't know. The 1 hour looks looks like it's gonna roll over on the 1 hour too. Yeah, more than likely it's probably gonna roll on over. So I'm definitely going to be feeling baseline or bearish tonight, guys. That's probably where I'm going to be landing. All right. Anyway, so if we do actually fight through this, right, and we do get a breakout, retest, and an explosion, our bullish would send us up to maybe a 94.5. It's not going to go higher than, say, 95. I think that level is pretty much going to be too hard to get through, so we're gonna probably fall that down there. I don't know if that's gonna really play out anyway. That is gonna be our bullish setup. And then our super bullish setup, which is going to hit, of course, the extreme levels of uncertain satire. Of course, just being the unrealistic, although it happens sometimes. Yeah, it will take us all the way. We're just going to keep staircasing this all the way to our next psychological target of, of setup where everyone's selling it off right around 97K. That would be our super bullish, unprecedented breakout tonight, early ahead of schedule. I mean, honestly, if you look back to the day, I mean, is it unrealistic anyway? I don't know. Short term doesn't feel like that, but you just never know. That's why we do this. It's so fun to see how things play out in the end. All right, and of course, the last one, of course, being the super bear level, setting us down to Pound Town yet again, just like the night before. I wonder if I can just drag this one over again. Just for the super bears. Boom, touching that, of course, fire sale target sitting at right now currently 75K, almost 76K. It's 75.9. That was honored, of course, on the Bitcoin Rainbow chart. All right, guys. So that's what I think is happening tonight. That is what the powers that be have used me as an instrument to create for you guys tonight. I'm still thinking personally it's going to be more baseline or bearish. It doesn't look. I mean, we've been running now for 2 solid straight days on the backs of pretty much nothing positive in the market. As we covered it in the morning, like the live stream I covered with you guys this morning, everyone's calling the same stuff, just market exhaustion. People are getting bored. They're just buying up assets. And that's kind of how I feel right now too. But of course, Bitcoin is different. It is a risk on and risk off asset, in my opinion. Of course, Kathy Wood feels the same. Yeah, with that being on so much uncertainty in our market, I think, of course, Bitcoin is going to probably get hit hard, but then also hit hard back. So that's what it's looking like tonight. It is nice that we got above 94K just as the market closed into 9 p.m. Right, so that's really cool to see that touch up there twice. Where was it? We get back into the 1 minute. Where was it? We hit 94K right there at 9 o'clock. We also did just briefly right when we started the live stream too, but it's not even showing on this chart. That's weird. 93.9. Yeah, we did just touch briefly when we started. Yeah, just very briefly. 8 o'clock. So exciting stuff, guys. But yeah, a lot more things are here to come. Let's, of course, check back in the chat one more time before we call it for the night. Right, let's see. Jesus. Smash at a dirt track. What? What the hell's going on, JJ? I give a guy time to watch Cletus and Greg baffle in some junk RVs. What the hell? What in the hell? You know, I would love to do some fun stuff like that on the road too. Like just interview just random people and ask them about Bitcoin. I've always wanted to do something like that in like the shopping malls and stuff too. When should we buy more ZBAC? Every single day. I'm DCAing as much as I have available to me. That's my biggest DCA bag. If I am bored and I've got no money to throw, if I got money to throw at something, it's definitely going into ZBCN. That's where I've been throwing it, for sure. I mean, still 308 right now, I think. We can touch base on that real quick. 309. So we're still not even back to 201 yet. Again, we are in the shadow realm. We're still at 0, the bottom, done, right? So, of course, we've seen lower. But not in a while. Not in a while. And I don't think we're going to get back down to 307. That wasn't even... We haven't seen those levels since, what... Before I was even in it. This was, oh no, that was February. Yeah, we were in it back then. Where is this chart going? Does it go back for the 2024? Yeah, it does, right there. Around this time in 2024, when the token launched, it was worth, man, a quarter of a penny. Just barely a quarter of a penny. So yeah, still really early with ZBAC. I'm really excited for this project. The most exciting thing about this project is, of course, being able to get paid every second or every minute, depending on how the employer wants to set up payments. I think it's great. I think it's revolutionary for our markets. I think we need that kind of option. I would love, again, to get paid that way on YouTube. Just pay me by the minute. I would love to have actually like a little counter, just how much I'm getting paid with ad revenue or something, just so like people could see everything transparent. Why can't everything just be transparent? Why can't we talk about things like this all the time? I can't even talk to my friends and family about money. I'm trying to help them as much as possible because they don't teach us shit in the legacy school systems, right? Anyway, that's my crazy rant on the freaking on the world we live in today. Someone actually, I forget who it was, the other night, they compared me to, was it hardcore or hard hat Harry or whatever from Pump Up the Volume. Oh my god, I had never seen that movie. I had to go watch it. There was so many parallels to what I do here. It's so funny. Oh my god, I forgot who said that. All right, anyway, getting back to the chat before I leave you guys. Instead of super bullish, you could call it sailor bullish. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one, Ramona. Buy more Z-Back all the time. A guy, 100%. Yeah, I mean that's just how I've been feeling too. It's like 3 zeros, anything, and it's a payment platform. It's decentralized finance. Yeah, I think that's a good thing to throw money at. It's probably one of the first things to pop off. And 2 nights ago, ZBEC hit 3079. It did. Yes, it did. And we were calling it here too. DCI opportunity, possibly a lifetime. You just never know. And I got a little bit that day too. I bought about $400 or $500 of it that night. I'm super excited for ZBEC, man. Super excited. Yeah, so Cryptid Jared says, Hardcore Henry, what's up? Yeah. Oh, man, yep. It was a Harry Henry. I forget. But anyway, that's what got to be the show for us tonight, guys. You know, go out there, go hug a bear. Maybe take it easy this weekend, play some Pokemon. We'll be back again tomorrow morning with the market live update with, of course, the chaos in the morning. Hopefully, we're going to get some more chaos tomorrow morning with the markets as stirred up as they are. And if we get a response out of China again like we did last night, where they told us, Trump's not talking to us. We're not talking to Trump. No, this is unprecedented. This is not your president's lying to you, and just like, yeah, it was crazy this morning, guys, and the market didn't care. They pumped it anyway. So we'll see what's going to happen tomorrow morning. I'm excited, guys. Have a good night. Stay safe, and yeah, take a look at the credits. You haven't seen the credits yet? Rolling out new credits. They're fun. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
Fly me to the moon, let me trade among the stars. Let me see what freedom's like without money and gold bars. In other words, bold night king. Oh! In other words, let's make history. Let me huddle forever more and more and more and more and more. I long for all we're talking about. I choose you. I love you.
It's so true. I absolutely love it. But yeah, the one of our members actually actually sang that. She told me never to disclose who she is too. I love it. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later, guys. Peace.